Afternoon or evening, wherever you guys are at. I'm going to wait for a little bit here a moment for some of you guys to come on and to make a really great announcement. I'm waiting for somebody to jump on, making sure we've got a connection. Jan is watching. Jan, say you're the only one on, I think, at this moment. We got 28 people. All right, Mary. 65 people, 107. Okay, a few more. Got a great announcement. Lori Underwood. Where's all the guys? There's Caroline Sue. Where's the guys? Guys, where's the guys? We're gonna need some manpower for what I'm about to announce. Manpower, women power, prayer power. But we have a good announcement coming up. So, 400 people. We should get around somewhere near to 1,000 at least. Okay, you guys. So Chris, there's, all right, Chris, God bless you, brother, for jumping on. Anybody else? Julie is watching. Silva's watching from Norway. Pray for us from Norway. And awesome. I want to make sure that we make as big as an impact as we possibly can with this comment, with what's happening. Now, for those of you who are outside of California, it's not going to seem very relevant to you, but for those of you in the entire the U.S., you're going to want to pay close attention to this. This is pretty precious, pretty sweet stuff. David Benjamin is on. All right. Okay, so you guys, listen to this. We, in our area here in Southern California, elected an excellent federal prosecutor and attorney, brilliant young man, wound up leaving his government job to run for office. And the church got behind him, and we did some campaigning for him. And many of you who attend Chino Hills already know who I'm going to mention. But in District 63, Bill Iseli won powerfully. Okay? So watch how this works. And this is important to all of us. This next statement's important for all of us in the entire world. Watch this. I mean this. All of us online right now live under some form of government. So follow this through. Local group of people called citizens got registered to vote. They got to the voting ballot, so to speak, and they voted and sent one man to Sacramento, okay, to fight the machine. The Gavin Newsom handcrafted supermajority that is going to be in power for probably decades unless something happens. But here's the deal. That one guy wrote a bill, an assembly bill, AB 1314, regarding transgenderism and really anything regarding parental authority, that the parents would have to be informed that their child is going through or have expressed transition issues. And you see, the parents are responsible, but the California school system doesn't want the parents to be even notified. They literally said, and this is on tape, on audio for another case that is currently underway here in Southern California. But in that particular case, the school was actually recorded as saying, we want to keep this a secret from the parents. They don't need to know. Well, that kind of spirit applies to this bill that we're talking about up in Sacramento today. Check it out. The Democrats in Sacramento, have you noticed this, by the way? Democrats everywhere, and this is not a political speech. This is a history lesson that all of you are going to want to pay attention to, and then you're going to have some awesome, wonderful homework in a moment. So stand by. Don't drop off. Stand by. So the leaders that we have constantly talk about democracy. Have you heard that? Democracy's under attack. Democracy. Preserve the democracy. Look out for the democracy. What's happened to our democracy? Democracy. Listen, democracy. Good. Listen, Democrats are the only ones who use the term democracy. And you probably think, Jack, are you crazy? We don't live in a democracy. The United States of America is not a democracy. But why do Democrats always say democracy? Go study the history of democracy around the world. The United States is a constitutional republic, which is the exact opposite of a democracy. But who challenges people on that because they barely know it themselves? Watch what happened. It works. Listen. So today, the democracy in Sacramento refused to listen to one of their assembly members' bills. They would not even allow it to be read. The California Democrat Party refused to have an assembly member's bill be even acknowledged. They rejected it. And that's AB 1314 because it's for parental rights. Parental rights. Now, you think about that, friends. No matter where you're in the world, parental rights is demanded by God Almighty. But if you don't believe in God and you believe that you're God, then you want to create a democracy where you're in charge and you can tell the people what to do and answer to nobody. But thank God, here's what happened. Locally, recently, I asked many of you to show up to the school board meeting last Thursday, and you did. And Assemblyman Bill Isali spoke on his bill to the school board members. The school board members then decided if Sacramento approves what this bill is about is irrelevant to us because we are a constitutional republic. That means the people's voice matters. And we represent the people. They voted 4-1 to adopt the language of AB 1314. What does that mean? It means for every single one of you in California, but it's true for every single one of you in this entire nation, in your town, village, or city. It means this. Here's what we're going to do. We are launching right now. You're getting it raw. We are launching right now a campaign to equip and mobilize every citizen to petition, every parent, every grandparent, to petition their local school board, no matter where they live. Even in downtown San Francisco, you can get together and demand that your school board adopt the language of AB 1314, even though it was rejected by the Democrat stronghold in Sacramento. Here's what's beautiful about the United States of America, is that the more local you are, the more powerful it is. And so you in your town, your city, we are going to be instructing you shortly on how to do this in your town, requiring your school board to adopt AB 1314 verbiage. And we'll write it differently so you don't have to worry about the number. But it simply is this. I want parents to know that the school has to notify the parents before they do anything with your child that's secretive regarding their health, their sexual questioning, whatever. Parents are to be notified. Parents, the one who birthed them into the world, the one who pays for all of their bills, stays up with them, cleaning up their vomit, to changing their diapers, the parents, all the way through. And then, listen, a democracy steals your kids, kidnaps them, so to speak, at school, and takes control. That's a democracy. A constitutional republic says, wait a minute, we have the say. And guess what, everybody? Here's what we're asking you guys to do. Get your pastors on board, your city council members on board, get your mayor on board, get the word out, because we're coming with this. And it's going to be great. It's going to empower you. It's going to equip you. You won't have to guess or make it up. You'll be able to use it wherever you're at in your town or city in California, and you can tailor it for your state wherever you're at. And it's rescuing your children by demanding that you have parental rights over your kids. And so we just had a wonderful local victory. That is the first of many. I'm going to be reaching pastors and civic leaders up and down the state. But you guys are with me right now. No one's heard about this yet, except I've been on the phone with our good friend and co-laborer Gina Gleason and legal input on this from attorneys, and so we're going to be putting this together. It's going to be very, very exciting, and nobody loves their kids more than the parents. Nobody should know more about the kids than the parents, and sometimes kids don't know what to do. You know, they don't know what they want for dinner or for breakfast. And if we left them to themselves, right, they would eat donuts and Pepsi for breakfast. But because they have parents, parents make them eat their eggs and their toast and bacon or whatever it is, right? Parents know best. The school does not know best. And so we're very thrilled and excited because locally, our school board saw the wisdom of it. And also this, and I'll end with this, is that you're going to be told by your school board, wherever you're at, can't do that. It's illegal. You can't do that. It's illegal. Guess what? That's an absolute lie. We're going to be showing you that. It is legal, but you've been beaten up and twisted into thinking that, no, we can't do that because the California Teachers Association or the Nevada Teachers Association or the Colorado Teachers Association, they said it's illegal. It's a complete lie. We'll prove that legally. But everybody listen up. You have the power over your children. The school system doesn't. And you are going to be equipped on how to approach your school board in a group with the right verbiage. And you're going to require your school board, who has custody of your children for 8 hours, that they have to notify you for parental rights. All right? Really good news. So remember, in America, it's a constitutional republic, not a democracy. All right, stay tuned because we're going to have some big news coming your way on this. People are working on it right now as we speak. And we also want to mobilize teachers. Lisa and I met last, when was it? Not yesterday, but the Sunday before, Palm Sunday, with about 350 school teachers and administrators in the area. And we're also launching a tremendous support group, strategy group with them to help our conservative and or Christian teachers in the public school system. So you guys, love you. Stand strong. Pray. Don't give up. One thing is certain. We are fighting evil, and they don't like it. And that means we're doing the right thing. Jesus said, because if we love him and we follow him, we're going to be hated by those who hate him. And so it's been great. I'm sorry. I revel in this stuff. Sorry. But if I'm being truthful and if I'm speaking righteousness according to the Bible, then what happens is people start throwing stuff at me and saying things and doing drive-bys, everything, you name it, and telling me, that I'm this and that. And here's what that means to me. It means that we're right over the target, and we've hit the spiritual dark forces that we're really up against. It's not any human. If somebody comes up and says, do you know who I am? And you this, and I'm such and such, I don't really care. I actually don't care. Because behind that, they don't know that, but behind that action of theirs and that worldview of theirs is demonic and dark satanic powers. And so it is absolutely thrilling to know that the enemy encampment of the wicked ones of the dark world is upset that we're trying to rescue kids from a system that is sexualizing them, mentally abusing them, confusing them. And they come out of school questioning their gender, but they don't even know how to do simple math. They have no idea where Vietnam is at on a globe. They couldn't find Paris if their life depended on it. And they can't even tell you who the Vice President of the United States is or was. They're not sure who George Washington was. And that's wrong. So that's got to all be changed. We're working on that. God bless you guys. Keep us in prayer. So much stuff going on. Incredibly amazing.